The other dragons crowded round and watched them, all agog. Who was going to win the fight? Sir Gadabout or Zog?
Then Princess Pearl stepped forward, crying,
Stop! You silly chumps. The world's already far too full of cuts and burns and bumps. Don't rescue me. I won't go back to being a princess and prancing round the palace in a silly, frilly dress. Oh. I want to be a doctor and travel here and there, listening to people's chests and giving them my care. Huh?
Me too!
Exclaimed the knight, and took his helmet off his head.
I'd rather wear a nice, twisty stethoscope instead. Perhaps, Princess, you'll train me up.
And Pearl replied,
Of course. But I don't see how the two of us could fit upon your horse.
Flying doctors.
Then cried, I've got it! I'll hitch a lift. This is the trail of the tiny snail, a silvery trail that looped and curled and said,
Lift wanted around the world?
This is the whale who came one night when the tide was high and the stars were bright.
A humpback whale.
Immensely long, who sang to the snail a wonderful song of shimmering ice and coral caves and shooting stars and enormous waves. And this is the tail of the humpback whale. He held it out of the starlit sea and said to the snail,
Come, sail with me.
The wizard waves his magic flower.
Now, Superworm, you're in my power. And you must tunnel, writhe, and coil to find me treasure in the soil.
Superworm is very cross to have a lizard as his boss. But when he tries to slink away, the wizard's magic makes him stay. For days he tunnels, twists and winds. But all the treasure that he finds is 2 small buttons. Half a cork. A toffee. And a plastic fork.
What is this illness?
But they simply couldn't say. They didn't know the answer. But Pearl was pretty sure.
It looks like orange fever, and I think I found the cure. Grated horn of unicorn, a mighty lion sneeze, some mermaid scales, a little slime,
And half a pound of cheese.
Do your best to find them all, and do be very quick. My uncle could be dying. He looks extremely sick.
Away flew Zog and Gadabout. they reached the lion's den. Bang, crash, thump, they landed. He sneezed for them. And then they flew back to the forest, where the grateful unicorn was very pleased to give them his unwanted sawn-off horn. Back to the mermaid's rock they flew. She gladly gave some scales, and her sea snail friends allowed them to collect their slimy trails.
Oh.
Zog said,
I'm exhausted.
but he flew and flew until, bang, crash, thump, they landed on the bedroom windowsill. Princess Pearl said,
Thank you for the slime, scales, horn and sneeze.
She took it all and mixed it up with half a pound of cheese.
Years went by on the far-off planet. Janet missed Bill. And Bill missed Janet. So off they crept, whenever they could, to sing and play in the Wurpula Wood.
Hello, everyone.
We've decided to wed.
But what do you think their grandparents said?
Never, never marry a Smoo! They're a beastly bunch. They're a crazy crew. They drink black tea. They eat green stew. Never, never marry a Smoo.
Never, never marry a Smed. My dearest child, are you off your head? They drink pink milk. They eat brown bread. Never, never marry a Smed.
Janet and Bill stole out that night, while their family slept and the squoon shone bright.
then suddenly wakes.
What's that noise up above?
It starts as a chuckle, then turns to a shout.
I'm stuck. Get me out.
A stuck man? A stuck man. Now, who could that be?
Don't worry,
cries Stickman.
I'll soon set you free.
A scratch and a scrape, and a flurry of soot. A wiggle, a jiggle, and out pokes a foot. A shove and a nudge, a hop and a jump. And Santa falls into the room with a thump.
Stickman? Oh, Stickman, you excellent friend. Thanks. Thanks a million. Thanks without end.